We got a guy coming in today to get a custom SCA package put on his truck with an incredible story that I cannot wait for him to share with you. I went ahead and filmed this intro on the way in because I know he's super excited to get here. He's supposed to be in at 8, but I have a feeling that he might show up early, so I didn't want to get caught off guard. Doesn't look like he's here yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and get myself a cup of coffee. It's a little hot. Well, they're here, so looks like I'm not gonna get to finish my cup of coffee after all. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
How's it going, man?
Good. TJ Hill, nice to meet you.
Sarah Hill.
Hey, nice to meet you. Y'all, this is gonna be an epic episode today. This is TJ Hill. This is his wife, Sarah Hill. They have come to SCA Performance today with an incredible story, I have to say. I actually already told y'all that earlier. They are getting a custom SCA package put on their truck. I don't want to give any of the story away, so we'll save that for later. But first, y'all want to go on a plant tour?
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. Michael's giving them the grand plant tour. You got it figured out, Wes? Still?
The moment I saw you guys drop, it's the only thing I wanted done with mine. I wasn't going to shortchange it and go cheap on anything. I wanted to make an experience of it and have you guys come down and have you guys work on my truck.
You're supposed to save that for later.
No, there's more of that to come.
Just kidding. What do you think?
It's impressive. It's everything that I've seen in the videos.
So I've
so much bigger in person.
So I've done an okay job.
Yeah, I'll give that to you.
I mean, don't go overboard or anything. I mean, coffee break. You ran out of sugar, Donna?
Yes, we are out of sugar.
How'd you let that happen? No answer? So at this moment, this PDLP episode takes on a little bit of a different format because I've actually been considering trying my hand at podcasting, and this was my first jab at it. So this is a great conversation that I had with TJ and Sarah Hield about their lives and some interesting things that have happened to them recently. But if you don't want to listen to it all, at any point in the conversation, if you just want to skip to right here, then you can see the rest of the day and everything else that went on. All right, I'll let y'all get back to it now. All right, like I told y'all just kind of roll with the punches.
Oh, great.
I like to fly by the seat of my pants.
I get that from you.
Yeah.
I get that vibe.
If you overthink it, like, you get nervous and then it just don't turn out. All right, so we've already introduced TJ Hield, Sarah Hield. Tell us where you're from.
We live in Hastings, Michigan. It's a suburb outside of Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Maybe I should just go ahead and get this out of the way. He told me that as part of the deal for allowing them to tell their story, I had to give a go blue to the camera. So, go blue. All right. No, that's out
We'll
of the
get
way.
another one out
Yeah,
before the day's
okay.
over, I'm sure.
Maybe if I'm feeling
It's
better
addicting.
later. Probably not.
It is. We'll turn you.
You know, we were talking earlier this week through email. Incredible story. Tell me, I guess, how it all started for you. You were a member of the Armed Forces for several years.
Yep, I worked for the U.S. Coast Guard for 4 years active duty and then 2 years reserve, and then from there I transitioned over into the civilian life where I started a career in law enforcement. That's where I'm at now. I've been a police officer for 5 years now.
What was working for the Coast Guard like?
It was a unique opportunity. It was an opportunity to serve my country, but yet stay home, stay close to family, not have to travel overseas for a long period of time was a big perk of it. But
yeah,
a lot of the reason why I joined was for the law enforcement aspect of it. You know, it was an opportunity to serve my country, but also take the first steps towards my eventual career of law enforcement. So it was fun. It was exciting. It was rewarding.
Do you ever have any like crazy experiences serving in the Coast Guard, like pulling anybody out of the water or?
Yep, we had a few rescues that were while you were out there on the boat, you kind of were wondering if you were going to be coming home, let alone whether or not you were going to get these people out of the water.
Oh,
so
that had to be fun.
Yeah, it was and I've never been a person for big waves and hanging over the side of a boat in 10-foot waves, but
so why the Coast Guard again? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I mean, it sounded good on paper.
Okay, so Coast Guard transition into law enforcement. What would you say is the most rewarding aspect of being a law enforcement officer?
I'd say just seeing your hard work and the amount of hours you put into something, whether it be a case, an investigation, or even just a specific call, and seeing that your effort has impacted somebody's life, whether it be temporary or for the rest of their life. You know, there's a lot of things that we do that are an immediate fix, but then there's other things we have to invest time in. And we do that because it's going to change somebody's life for the better. It's going to remove them from a negative situation, or just kind of open their eyes to, you know, the direction that their life was going. And I think that's the most rewarding thing. I mean, it's always fun running a gun and chasing people in car pursuits and stuff like that, but when you actually make an impact in somebody's life, and there's no better feeling than that.
What about, because I know like in any field there are always triumphs, but there are also always challenges as you're making that climb towards, you know, whatever your destiny is, your ultimate goal. What would you say is the biggest challenge in what you do now?
I think the biggest challenge is just not taking everything personal. You know, there's people out there who, I mean, you see it nowadays, clearly hate the police. They hate you just because of what you do. And I think trying to block that out and still go about your day and not take any of that personal, that's a big challenge. But also not taking some of the things you see personal, you know,
yeah.
Whether it be child abuse or neglect, or, you know, just people in a position that human beings should not be in, and to not let that affect you, to be able to do your job the best you can, but not take it personal, so you can go home and live your own normal life. I think that's the biggest challenge.
Yeah. We've given a little bit of background, and now let's get to the reason why you're here. So you had a pretty big event happen in your life recently. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about that?
It was last November, the day before the opening day of firearm season for deer. We found out that we hit the Fantasy 5 jackpot for the Michigan lottery, and won a significant amount of money that was rather life-changing. You know, we found out that night, weren't really able to sleep at night, and then obviously the next day was the opener of firearm season, so I wasn't missing that.
So yeah, what do you do? You know, would you go cash in your lottery, or would you go hunting?
See, the lottery ticket wasn't going to expire, and you only get one.
Probably hunting, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I was just waiting for him. I'm like,
you can go party when he gets out of the woods,
Right,
you know.
yeah. One of the things I wanted to do is I've always wanted my dream truck, my vision that I have of a dream truck, and so like literally within 5 minutes of realizing that we won the lottery, I was already Googling the Chevy
he
Realtree
knew
edition.
that night
and,
what truck he was getting.
Yeah.
Hey, priorities.
Yeah, absolutely.
It really was.
So you said though, getting into, I guess, ultimately how you found us. You said there was an interesting story behind that.
Well, it was just so a few weeks ago we went to Wisconsin. He shot a turkey this spring, and he found a taxidermy in Wisconsin that he really wanted to go to. So we drove it there, and on our way home we stopped at a Bass Pro Shop, and we seen this truck, and we fell in love with it at a Bass Pro Shop. I mean, it was just the coolest truck ever, and TJ's just like
sitting outside.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And TJ's, we were just, I mean, the grill is really what sold us on the truck. But it was just
I got all creepy and was taking pictures of this guy's truck. Thank God he wasn't sitting in the truck.
Oh, so it was a guy's truck.
Yeah. So
I thought you meant like it was on display.
No, it was
No,
just
like-
somebody that parked in the parking lot, and so I'm like praying he's not coming outside as I'm taking all these pictures of his truck. But what really stood out to me was the grill on it. He had the 3 LED light bar grill that you guys have, and so I was taking pictures of that because I wanted to find it for my truck. And then so I spent like an hour on Google trying to figure out where this thing came from, and I couldn't find it. And then finally, like literally after about an hour, I found your website. And then I looked at the picture again, and clearly right on the windshield it said SCA Performance on it. So I probably could have shortened my search a little bit. And then from there, I just started researching the trucks a little more and saw all the different models you guys had, all the different accessories for them, and started watching the Passion Driven Life Project. And it just kind of, it brought me here. It did. It really did.
Here we are.
Yep.
Okay, so from finding the truck to watching the Passion Driven Life Project, looking at the website, what would you say is the thing that made you decide that we were the company that you wanted to build your custom lifted truck over all of the other options that are out there?
Basically, I mean, just from the pictures, I could tell that you guys made a quality part, made quality trucks, and the fact that you guys design everything in house that you put on there, and it's specific to your company. And I can't just get that anywhere else, like up in Michigan. But what really stood out to me was just the atmosphere here, the family environment, the company in and of itself. I mean, everyone here seems like they're enjoying their jobs. It seems like a family. It seems like everyone here is doing this job for the right reasons, and it was impressive. It really was. You go to a local shop in town where I'm from, and you don't get the same environment or the same atmosphere as you get here. This is definitely a unique place.
So it was worth the trip, you think?
It was, yeah, absolutely. It was.
Well, I'm excited to be able to get to reveal that truck to you later.
I can't wait.
And see the expression on your face. What was the first vlog that you saw? Do you remember?
I do. It was and it's probably the one I've watched the most. It's the Armed Forces Edition Chevy Black Widow.
Okay. Yeah.
The April Fool's prank.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the
That was
one
a streak of creative genius.
It was.
I don't have those very often, so.
But yeah, I mean, that one had a lot of the things I wanted in my truck. So that's my go-to video to watch when I get excited. I start thinking about my truck.
Well, I was curious because he mentioned in one of his emails that he couldn't wait to come down here and try the Moe's smoked wings, which I've featured on the vlog before. So we're about to get out of here and go eat some wings, and I'm anxious to see how you feel about them. Like,
I might be more excited for the wings right now than my truck, but we'll see. Wings are kind of my
slow
weakness.
down now, bro.
Wings are my weakness.
Don't get carried away. They got really good ribs too, by the way.
Okay. Well, we'll try those too.
I might get those. I might give you one. I don't know. That might be weird. All right, we're gonna get out of here.
Do you
Do you guys
want
want
your
your presents now?
Oh yeah, sorry. So he had a present for me. I totally forgot. It's just riveting conversation.
It's for Michael as well. Here, we got one for each of you.
Oh snap! You're gonna have to get in here for this.
Yeah.
Come on now.
You can't come down to Roll Tide and War Eagle country. I'm sorry I said it. But you can't come down here to Alabama without
I'm gonna bleep out the War Eagle.
No,
I'm bleeping out the War Eagle.
You can't come here without bringing a little bit of the University of Michigan with you.
Oh
So
snap!
I got you guys your own mini helmets.
Oh man, that's awesome.
I guess you've seen my Alabama memorabilia. What is this?
I mean, Michigan's more than football. We also have gourmet chocolate.
Victor's candy bar and a helmet that's going to go in my football display area. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
absolutely.
Hey, thank you guys. I really appreciate this. This was awesome.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
I also
you're
brought
welcome.
one of the things we do in law enforcement is we trade patches with each other.
There's more.
There's more. So I wanted to bring a patch from my department for you guys to have here at SCA.
Awesome.
That's really cool.
Now you're just going to make me get emotional. I'm not kidding. I am a crier, but I'm not going to cry. It's okay.
We'll get that out of you too. We'll get another balloon and we'll get you to
You
cry.
have all day.
Check all this cool stuff out. Oh, yeah, that's really good. Really, really. Save the rest of that for later. Let's go check on TJ's truck. See how it's coming along. Doesn't look like they've done much to it yet, other than the exhaust. Hey, what are you doing? You sure are taking a long time. Hey, y'all getting it figured out?
Oh yeah. What do you think? Like it?
Yeah.
I'll help you out.
Can I one-hand it?
You just gotta need to plug it in.
Got a what? What?
Can you plug this in?
Oh yeah. Hold on. Am I doing that right?
That's it.
No. Dadgummit, Wes. This is harder than I thought it was gonna be. You getting tired yet?
No.
Hold on. Almost got it. I can't do it with one hand.
I'll need some help.
Yeah, come over
We
here.
need 3 people. You gonna
Push.
Let me get that.
That's great teamwork, fellas. DJ's grill. It looks good. I like it. Did a good job, Wes. SCA matte black wheels are looking pretty awesome. You getting it done? TJ getting power boards installed on his truck. It's actually a surprise from his wife, so don't tell him. The surprise was originally supposed to be the exhaust, but then she let the cat out of the bag, so she added these instead, which I think he's gonna. When's the bar actually gonna go on there?
Step?
Never if somebody's out here bothering us.
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to Wes.
Step?
Yeah.
I don't know what's up.
Hey, he's calling you out, man.
I know. He always is. I don't know, like as soon as we get these on. Things up.
So like 2 minutes? All right. Are y'all ready to go eat some wings?
I'm ready.
Yes.
I'm starving.
You're so right.
Moses has been calling my name all day.
Micah! Let's go! Roll Tide! Alright, this is it.
Made it.
Y'all brace yourselves. Holy smokes. You don't even know, dude, the awesomeness that's about to hit your taste buds.
Dive into it.
Alright, we're eating now. I'll see y'all later. Alright, so honest opinion.
It was amazing.
Don't lie.
It was so good.
It lived up to expectations.
Best wings you ever had?
They were by far the best wings I've ever had.
See, I told y'all, like, I'm not the only one that thinks that. We got 2 northerners that come down here and tried our barbecue, and they say it's the best too, so. I am excited. Like, I'm nervous for y'all right now.
I don't like that you're nervous.
I'm so nervous.
Well, you know, like nervous, excited, or it might have just been all that food I ate earlier. I don't know. We're waiting on the grand reveal of TJ Hilt's truck, and we're all just kind of standing around, starting to get like butterflies in the stomach. So how are you feeling?
Oh, good.
Wringing the hands a little there, I see.
It's been a long, anticipated journey.
I am definitely nervous.
Yeah. See, me too. You're not gonna cry or anything, are you?
I might.
I'll try to edit that part out.
You'll make sure that goes.
No, I won't. I'm gonna leave it in there. He must have stopped for a coffee break or something back there. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. Is that how you say it?
Hold on, huh?
Is that how you say Roll Tide?
Not Roll Tide.
Roll Tide?
No.
What? Roll?
Like row
Tide?
your boat.
Row Tide?
Row your boat and then tie like a bow tie.
Row Tide.
Row tie.
Row Tide.
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
It means roll tide, but
This is not how you say it.
Yeah.
You say roll tide.
Roll tie.
Roll tie.
Yeah, there you go. See? She's getting it. A little more practice and you'll have it down pat.
I'm pretty sure I'll never say it ever again.
Well, how about I give y'all one more big go blue? Is that better?
I told you I'd get another one.
Yeah, see?
I didn't make you cry though. I did.
Only for you. Here it comes. What do you think?
It's beautiful. It's well worth the drive.
How you doing, man?
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. It's awesome.
I think he's in shock.
I gotta get up and touch it.
First glance, what's your favorite feature?
I don't even know. I mean, the fender flares will really just pop out this thing.
Yeah,
So unique.
it really sets it off. And I love the all black theme too. Those matte black wheels, man, it looks so good.
Killer wheel. The grill, everything about it is beautiful. You guys do awesome work.
Almost forgot, you did notice the amp power steps, right?
I did.
Those were supposed to be a surprise, right?
I told him on Monday
What?
because we were on our way down here and I go, oh my God, I don't know if he's actually going to like it. Like, so I had to tell him. I didn't mean to tell him and I regretted it immediately because he's like, oh yeah, those are awesome. And I'm like, oh.
Before y'all peel out of here, I think you should crank it up and
Absolutely.
lay on the exhaust a little bit. All right, hit it.
Come on, we gotta wait for FedEx.
Oh, we gotta wait for FedEx. Any day now. All right. Lay on it.